Today on the Cape Fear chapters, we're introducing you to a local author who wants to help children learn the importance of local government using the alphabet to help them understand how their communities work and the role that they can play in them. Joining us today is Leland author, attorney, and former town council member Bill McHugh. Bill, thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. Okay. So you were on the Leland Town Council from 2021 to 2025. Is your time there what inspired you to write this book?
Yeah, ultimately I discovered that a huge portion of the conversations that I had with the public contained an educational component. And I realized that local government was largely missing from civic education. So I started looking for educational opportunities and then sort of pivoted to how you can reach children.
I know. And why did you decide to use the ABC format to write this book?
So I read to my daughter every night.
Yes.
She's 2 years old. She loves the ABC books. Mm-hmm. And I was looking for a book to introduce her to local government. And I discovered that one didn't exist. So I decided to write it.
I love that.
And the ABC format gave me the opportunity to introduce 26 different topics in a kind of entry and surface level way to kind of trigger conversations with parents, teachers, or whoever might be working with these children to get them interested and get them engaged.
Okay, so how do you explain like infrastructure in a way that doesn't feel too complicated?
Sure, it's about two sentences per letter. So for infrastructure, I talked about roads, schools, and sewers, and it's just a picture of people building it to sort of, show you that some of it's underground. It can be, anything related to your daily life, but to sort of point out, schools are very important to children. To understand that that's part of local government and part of the infrastructure of their community is important.
Okay, so give us some examples from your book, a couple of letters, and what do they teach?
Sure. So it starts with A for administration, and it's the leaders of the staff, and it talks about how they, guide the people that make our community work. You've got Z for zoning. It talks about, putting businesses where homes are, and just sort of introduces the idea that there's a lot of thought, a lot of planning, and a lot of work from dedicated professionals and experts that goes into your day-to-day life and keeping your community running.
That is amazing. Okay, so is this book mainly aimed at children, or did you write it in a way that parents and teachers can also learn something too?
Yeah, it's absolutely for both. I mean, the target age is 4 to 8, but it's intended as a conversation starter, right? Yeah. So you might find a letter in there that's something you hadn't thought of, which might trigger further research or a Google search or reaching out to your mayor, council, or their staff to try to find out more information.
Okay. And where can we find this book and learn more about your work?
Sure. So right now it's available online at all major book retailers, Amazon, Books A Million, Barnes & Noble, Walmart.
Good for you.
And it's also available locally at Palouse Coffee Shop.
Wow. Did you self-publish or do you have a publisher?
I self-published.
Good for you. That is amazing.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. I bet. Do you have anything else you'd like to add for the community here?
No, I just, I hope people recognize how important local government is to their day-to-day lives. A lot of people, myself, I've been a politics nerd my whole life, and I didn't pay a whole lot of attention until I owned a home.
Yeah.
So I hope people will recognize and engage with their local government because they're ready to help you and they work very, very hard to keep the world running.
Oh, thank you so much. And we are giving away a free copy of the ABCs of Local Government to one lucky winner on a first come, first served basis. And to win, just send in your name and number to report it at WWAY-TV3.com and write Cape Fear chapters in the subject line. Thank you so much for being here, Bill.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll be back with more Good Morning Carolina after this.